Well, I've had a practice for years when I read my Bible. I mark three little letters in the margin, LFL, beside verses that God has used to teach me what I call a lesson for life. Now, these verses are like mile markers for me in my spiritual growth. And when I talk about spiritual growth, I'm talking about growing in a relationship with God. It's not some kind of achievement or a duty or a box to check off, but rather deepening my love for God and a greater understanding of how much He loves me and His ways. As I'm regularly reading my Bible, I come across the LFL in the margin, and then I often put a date beside it. So those three little letters remind me that God was speaking to me, and that same truth is for me today. So here's one of my lessons for life. I was asking the Lord the question, what do you expect of me? What do you want from me? I was feeling a little overwhelmed in life and had the tendency to take on too much and then get exhausted and overwhelmed in life. And this was not a healthy pattern. It's not a healthy way to live. And I was actually being robbed in my relationship with God. I was too busy and too tired to actually just enjoy God. That's when I read Deuteronomy 10:12 to 16. And here's part of those verses. And now, Israel, what does the Lord your God require of you? He requires only that you fear the Lord your God and live in a way that pleases Him and love Him and serve Him with all your heart and soul. Look, the highest heavens and the earth and everything in it all belong to the Lord your God. Yet the Lord chose your ancestors as the objects of His love, and He chose you. Therefore, change your hearts and stop being stubborn. So, what was my lesson here? Well, simply put, He was saying to me, live only for me and don't be stubborn. God knows what it is in our heart and what we struggle with. And I was being stubborn in my self-sufficiency. He wants me to get rid of my self-reliance and only rely on Him. He didn't want me to worry about pleasing people, only Him. Here's how I summarize my lesson for life. No people pleasing. Don't waste energy on serving anything or anyone else but God. Simply do what He asks, and don't be stubborn. It will only get me into trouble. Now, how God knew my heart and my tendencies, He hit it right on the head. Keep it simple. Just live for God and don't be stubborn. That's it. That's a lesson for life that I continue to hold on to, and I hope you do too.